Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Darrell saga. On today's episode, we're gonna see the first witness of the trial. Gonna set up the stage for everything else that is gonna come up. It's gonna be interesting. But first, I want to let you guys know that I thank you so much for your likes, for your comments. This past week that I've been uploading videos again has been great. I read all the comments. Yes, I will be covering Sarah Boone. I'm gonna start that probably this week. I think I should be able to get the 58-page letter thing this week. So look forward to that. But yeah, that's gonna be the plan for this week. All right. Without further ado, I just want to let you guys know that you're great. You matter. I'm glad that you're here. Let's get right into the video.
Blue boxes are the names of personnel assigned. Where you see an RO, that would be a reserve officer, PA would be a parking agent, CSO would be our community service officer.
The reserve officers and non-sworn officers, would they be wearing a police uniform or some type of designation?
Yes, they all have.
Hold on.
How is that an objection? What are you objecting to? She's just asking if they had police uniforms. What?
There's an objection. It's overruled. He may answer.
All personnel on the parade route are in uniforms.
There's something marked as a mobile gas station, is that correct?
Yes.
Objection.
Overruled.
There's somebody that's running the parade as far as lining up the participants and making sure everybody that's walking in the parade is where they're supposed to be, correct?
Correct.
Is there a title for that person?
Boy, I wouldn't know.
She's just asked, like, this is the thing about him, like, this is gonna, the whole trial is gonna be like this. He's gonna object to everything that he doesn't understand at all. Like, she's just asking basic setup questions, so everything else that she's gonna question the officer is clear. But he doesn't understand why that is relevant, so he's gonna object every time that she doesn't get it. It's frustrating.
Your objection's noted. It's overruled. He may testify about the question asked.
Or is there somebody that you were dealing with directly that was kind of responsible for the units of the parade and you're responsible for the security of the parade?
Yes, there was a.
Overruled.
Can you estimate how many spectators were present?
Objection.
And there's spectators on both sides of the road, north and south sides of Main Street?
Correct.
And all the way from Hartwell all the way down to Veterans Park at the end there near Wisconsin Avenue?
Yes, I'd say the majority of this.
Hold on, there's been an objection. Go ahead. What's your objection?
That is hearsay. We can't know for sure where everybody was at.
Yeah, this is something that he also doesn't understand. He has no idea what hearsay means. Yeah, zero clue about what hearsay is.
The objection is noted. It is overruled.
As the units would enter the parade route, then they all kind of move forward, I'm assuming?
Yes, the
Hearsay.
Overruled.
parade participants are set up on either side of White Rock Avenue, and they're kind of funneled together into almost a zipper type fashion.
Do you remember how you had your squad positioned?
Objection as hearsay.
He's asking about him remembering something. How is that hearsay?
Overruled.
Essentially in the middle of the roadway. The road is much wider than the SUV squad I was driving is. I positioned it that way to give a visual representation to motorists that the road wasn't open.
And is your squad marked or unmarked?
It is unmarked.
Objection irrelevant.
It's relevant. The answer may stand.
Are there red and blue lights on your squad car, sir?
Yes.
Objection irrelevant.
Overruled. The answer may stand.
Did you have your red and blue lights activated as it was parked across the roadway?
Objection, irrelevant.
Okay, Brooks. Let me tell you why it's relevant. If there is a police vehicle on the road with the lights on, marked as a police car, that indicates that something is up there. Something is happening. That's why it's relevant. Because you, with your own eyeballs, can look at that and be like, huh, that is odd. I need to pay attention to that.
Overruled.
Yes.
You remember hearing something about a disturbance near the boat launch?
Yes.
Objection, hearsay.
Are you offering it for the...
Foundational, Your Honor.
All right, it's not being offered for the truth of the matter asserted. The objection is overruled. He may answer.
I was speaking with one of our reserve officers. We were discussing the proper timing of the opening of the road. And I overheard actually on his police radio that he was wearing squads that were not assigned to the parade being sent to a fight at Frame Park that involved knives.
Were you aware of any vehicles being associated with that fight?
Objection, irrelevant.
Overruled. He may answer.
I did not hear of any vehicles. At that time, we were still focused on opening up the roadway, and I made my way back toward my unmarked police vehicle, and I looked to my right or to the north down White Rock Avenue, and I saw a red SUV traveling toward me at a high rate of speed.
What do you mean by high rate of speed, sir?
Objection, that's hearsay.
Overruled. He may answer.
I believe the vehicle is traveling in excess of 40 miles per hour.
What's the posted speed limit there on White Rock Avenue?
It's a 25 mile per hour zone.
What about Main Street in downtown Waukesha? What's the posted speed limit there, sir?
The speed limit
Irrelevant.
Overruled. It's relevant.
the speed limit throughout the parade route is 25 miles per hour.
Yes, 25 miles per hour while it's like a free everyday zone. Like you can do that velocity at that point. But we are in a parade. The speed limit is like 1 mile per hour because there's a lot of people there. It's relevant what speed limit there is, Brooks.
What did you do when you saw this red SUV traveling at a high rate of speed?
Objection, leading the witness.
The objection is noted. It's overruled.
When I saw the red SUV traveling toward me at a high rate of speed, I used both hands and waved them overhead like this in an attempt to catch the attention of the driver.
What did you observe the path of travel for the SUV to be?
Objection, that's hearsay.
Mr. Brooks, it's not hearsay. Your objection is overruled. You may answer.
Good.
Could you state the question one more time?
Sure. Where did you see the SUV go? It's a better question.
Objection, irrelevant.
Overruled.
The SUV entered the parade route.
I want you to describe what you remember seeing as it passed your location, please.
As a driver passed essentially in front of me by about 6 feet, I could see the operator of the vehicle and just a dazed, straight, focused look straight ahead, not looking at anyone.
Did the driver appear to respond to your efforts to stop the vehicle?
There was absolutely no response.
Did you notice the car slow down in any fashion?
No, in fact,
Hearsay.
It's not hearsay. It's over.
Again, hearsay doesn't mean remember this. Like I think that's what he's doing. When she asks something that he remembers, like he recalls, she thinks that that's hearsay. He believes that the officer needs to know for sure the reason why he was doing stuff in order for it to not be hearsay. I think. Let me know in the comments what you guys think what you guys believe he says when he says hearsay.
Overruled. He may answer.
fully expecting that as it passed, that I would see the car slam on its brakes as it realized it had entered the parade route, figuring it was a lost motorist. I didn't see that happen. It continued into the parade route at a high rate of speed.
What did you do?
Upon seeing that, I got on my radio in an attempt to notify other personnel assigned to the parade route. I stated that a red SUV had just blown by me.
Do you remember using those exact words, sir?
Objection, that's irrelevant.
Overruled. He may answer.
I don't know if I said a red or maroon SUV, but I remember saying that it had blown by me.
Were there parade units still on White Rock attempting to get onto the parade route at that point?
Yes.
Objection.
Were you able to see the vehicle clearly as it
Hold on,
went?
he
I'm sorry.
objected. It's overruled. Go ahead.
From where you were standing there, were you able to turn and watch the SUV as it traveled past you down White Rock towards Main Street?
Objection.
Overruled.
Just asked that.
No.
I only watched it for a short period of time before returning to my squad car, knowing that some sort of police action was going to need to be taken.
If you look at the screen in front of you, we're going to play a video clip. It's pretty short in duration. I want you to watch it first. Did you see that clip, sir?
Yes,
Is that a video clip you've seen before?
I have seen that, yes.
Move for admission and permission to publish, Your Honor.
Any objection, Mr. Brooks?
Yes.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
The state just moved admission of Exhibit 2.
No, I object to that. Keep it.
What do you mean keep it? He doesn't know what's going on. He was distracted. He was doing something else. But yeah, he's gonna. Of course, if you are asking all the time, he's gonna say, "Yeah, I object to it."
The objection's noted. It's overruled. Exhibit 2, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is received. Permission to publish is granted.
Thank you. Sergeant Warner, is that consistent with the vehicle you saw traveling away from you past the parade floats that were about to enter the route?
Yes,
And is that consistent with the approximate speed you saw it traveling?
yes.
After you became aware that something terrible was happening on the parade route, your incident commander, what do you do?
I drove in my police vehicle down toward the area that I just heard repeated over and over on the radio where the casualties had taken place. An officer used a code over the police radio basically requesting police assistance from any officer in the county that would be listening.
Did multiple officers respond
Yes.
from within Waukesha County?
From when
Objection, irrelevant.
Overruled.
Waukesha County and far beyond.
Thank you, sir. I don't have any other questions at this time.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any questions for this witness?
Yes, I do.
Okay, here we go. Oh God, I forgot what it was. Did Darrell Brooks questioning was, but be prepared for really irrelevant nonsense. All the questions that you don't need to ask, he's gonna ask those.
Good afternoon, officer. First off,
Good afternoon.
I'll say this is very emotional, so I'm gonna try my best not to keep you up there any longer than you would like to be.
Okay. I'm starting the video at 1:36:42. Let's see how long, and this is the edited down version. Link in the description below. Let's see how long does it take to get through the questioning.
My first question is, I noticed that you are in uniform today. did you feel the testimony that you would be giving at trial today warranted you to be in uniform?
Objection, relevance, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Yeah, who cares if he's using his uniform? It's like, I think it's Monday or something. It's you can wear whatever you want.
You said you've been in duty for 18 years, correct?
Yes.
In any of those 18 years, have you ever come across or had any interaction with the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection, vague.
Sustained. You do not need to answer that, sir.
The Miss Upper wants him to say Darrell Brooks. Have you ever had interactions with Darrell Brooks?
Next question, Mr. Brooks.
How long have you known the plaintiff?
Objection, vague and irrelevant.
Oh, no. He's saying the plaintiff. He wants to say the state of Wisconsin.
Sustained. You do not need to answer that, sir. Next question, Mr. Brooks.
Do you see the plaintiff in court today?
Objection, vague and irrelevant.
Sustained. Next question.
Do you have any knowledge of the plaintiff?
Objection,
Sustained.
Have you ever even seen the plaintiff in this matter?
same objection.
Sustained.
I want to go to the clip that was just shown.
Would you like it shown to the witness again and published to the jury?
Would he prefer for it to be so again?
I just wanted to know if that's what you were asking. You can
Yeah, you just said that you want to go back to the video. Do you want the video? Yes or no?
certainly question him about it, and if need be, it can be shown again.
Okay, can you show the witness the video clip again?
Sure. All right, I can tell from my monitor and the witness monitor it is up, but it's not being projected to the courtroom other than that. And you can go ahead and play it.
And I just want to say I'm glad that they didn't show the videos during the trial. They're really hard to see. I mean, I only watched the edited version, the thing that they show on TV, because I really don't want to see the full video, to be honest. I have no interest on really watching all that stuff happen, but I'm glad that they didn't show them to the public.
Do you see the said driver of that vehicle intentionally trying to hit anyone in that video?
Yes. No. I don't think that...
No.
Again, I would ask.
Yeah, at the beginning of the parade, he didn't hit anyone, so that's irrelevant.
Were you brought here today to testify on behalf of the plaintiff?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained. He already answered that he was why he's here.
Again, I would ask just one more time for the record. Do you see the plaintiff in court today?
Objection,
Sustained. Do you have any other questions, Mr. Brooks?
Do you know of the plaintiff at
You
all
already asked that.
whatsoever?
objection.
Sustained.
No further questions.
All right, thank you. Any redirect?
No.
All right, thank you, Sergeant. You may step down.
Your Honor, really quick on the record, if I may.
We're going to call the next witness. We have the jury in the courtroom. Do you have a question, sir?
I will have a oral tennis motion I would like to be put on the record.
If you have a motion, you'll have to wait until after the next witness is called. Write it down, submit it on paper, and I'll review whether it's appropriate for this court to address. All right, the state may call the next witness.
When did you meet Erica Patterson?
All right, so this is Cory Runkle. She's the friend of Miss Patterson. We're not gonna go through all of her questioning today because it's like an hour. So, but we're gonna start with her.
Either October or November.
While you were bunking together with Erica at the women's shelter, did Erica ever talk about a boyfriend of hers?
It wasn't her boyfriend.
Okay. Did she ever talk about a man?
Yeah.
And what did she ever provide the name of that man?
Yeah.
What was it?
Darrell Brooks.
Okay. Were you with Erica on the afternoon of November 21st, 2021?
Yes, until I split up with her
Do you remember why?
to go hang out with Nick
Do you know Nick's last name?
Kirby.
Okay. And Erica didn't go with you?
No.
Okay. So what happened after you split up with Erica?
She met up with Darrell
How do you know that?
because she was on the phone with him and they said that they were going to meet up.
Now, before that day, November 21st, had you ever met Darrell Brooks?
No.
You'd only heard his name from Erica?
Yeah.
Okay. After you split up with Erica and she went to hang out with Darrell, did Erica ever contact you or Nick after that point?
Yeah.
How did that contact take place? Did she see you or did she call you? How
No,
did that
she
happen?
called me on my cell phone.
Okay.
That could be leading the witness, but it's her. Since it's his witness. He can. I know. No, I'm wrong about that. You can lead if you are cross-examined.
And what was the nature of that conversation?
That he was beating her up and he was following her.
Okay. What did you do when you learned this information from Erica?
Me and Nick started running to where she told us she was.
So, Ms. Runkle, we're going to play a few moments from this video. I want you to watch and see if it's the same video that you've reviewed previously. Okay, so we're just going to play about 10 seconds here.
I could just tell that's her walking up.
I'd move Exhibit 3 into evidence and ask to publish.
Any objection, Mr. Brooks?
Yeah, my objection would be, you've only played 5 seconds of the video, whereas the other 5, you just said 10 seconds that you would play. I'm curious to see the rest of the video.
If you're curious to see the rest of the video, you had it in evidence. You had this information for all this time. You could review it. It literally is the video number 2. And it lasts 10 seconds. Why didn't you watch it before? You don't get to be like, I don't know what's in the video. How can it be submitted to evidence? Because you had it. You had the chance to see it.
Your objection is noted. It's overruled. This is for foundation.
There's his car.
We saw a person wearing a blue shirt walking from the left. Do you know who that person is?
Erica.
Erica Patterson.
Yeah.
And when you said, there's his car, what car were you referring to?
The red one. The
And
SUV.
do you know who was driving that car?
Darrell.
Darrell Brooks?
Yeah.
Okay. And again, this would have been the first time you ever saw Darrell Brooks, is
Yeah.
that correct? Okay. Let's pause there. Who's the person in the gray hooded sweatshirt?
That's Darrell.
The objection's overruled. Or answer may stand.
That's Darrell.
Do you see Darrell Brooks either in the courtroom or on any monitors in the courtroom right now?
Yeah.
Your Honor, and actually for this point I would ask that the court order the defendant to remove his mask.
Mr. Brooks, you're ordered to remove your mask.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
You notice how he was just about to do it? Like he had no issue, and then he thought, you know what? I can make a scene out of this.
Brooks, we talked about this at a prior hearing. For purposes of identification, you're ordered to unmask.
Heh.
Thank you, sir.
So
Put
now
it
we ask
back
that.
on, please. Oh Jesus, put it back on. Like I hate seeing this face. Like I don't know why. I think no one knows why he wore the mask the whole trial, but I'm really glad that he did because I cannot stand seeing his face. Like the look of no regret, defiance. It all becomes greater when he doesn't have the mask.
Question, Mr. Runkle, do you see
It upsets me.
Darrell, the person you're talking about in the video, either in the courtroom or on a monitor in the courtroom?
Yes.
Can you tell us where?
In orange?
On the monitor in front of you?
Yeah.
I'd ask the record to reflect that the witnesses identify the defendant.
I also hate when he laughs.
The record will so reflect.
And it's really hard to see that this was it. This was the catalyst for him doing everything else on the parade. Like this situation, like him hitting Erica, and their friends coming to help her, he believing that they were gonna call the cops on him. All of that was the reason that Erica not giving him money. Like those are the reasons why he went to the parade. And it's really sick of him to go that far for something so minimal.
What happened after the physical confrontation with Mr. Brooks?
Brooks walked off
Did you see where he went?
into his car.
The red SUV in the video we
Yeah.
just watched? Was there anybody else in the SUV at that point that you saw?
No.
And what happened next?
After that, it was like he headed out.
Okay. Did Mr. Brooks say anything to you or Erica or Nick as he was leaving?
He told Erica he was. Oh.
The basis for your objection, you said objection, right?
Is hearsay and irrelevant?
Is it being offered for the truth of the matter asserted? From the
Well, it's
state?
a statement by a party opponent, so it's not hearsay.
Oh, it's his statement, sorry. I think I misheard what she said. All right. The objection is overruled. If it's, she may testify as to words that you spoke on this occasion. Go ahead.
He told Erica that he was gonna find her and he's gonna kill her.
And I truly believe it. He look at that. He doesn't like that. He's like, "What? I never said that." But I think he said that.
Can we pull up Exhibit
Look
5?
at this reaction. He's reacting to this. The jury is watching this. He's laughing. He's actually laughing. How does this make you look?
For the witness, please.
He's straight up like I have to run it back. I cannot believe that he did that. Look at that. I'm gonna watch it again.
Can we pull up Exhibit 5 for the witness, please?
How can something be funny right now, dude? Like what? No. You don't laugh. You're on trial for killing and injuring a bunch of people. You don't get to laugh at anything. And he thinks this is
All
funny.
right, Ms. Runkle, I'm showing you on your monitor a photograph that's been marked as State Exhibit number 5. Do you recognize that photograph?
Yes.
Who's in that photograph?
Erica?
Erica Patterson? Is that an accurate representation of how Erica looked the night of November 21st, so after the Waukesha Christmas Parade?
Yes.
I'd move Exhibit 5 into evidence and ask to publish.
Any objection?
Yep, on the grounds of that is hearsay.
How
The
can
objections no.
how can a picture be hearsay? What?
Noted, it's overruled. Exhibit 5 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
Were you with Erica Patterson the day before the parade, so November 20th?
Yes.
Did she have a swollen left eye on November 20th?
No.
All right, Mr. Brooks, do you have any questions for this witness?
I sure do.
He does.
So, my first question would be, you seem to be unclear about when you met Erica. Would you say it was roughly October or November because you wasn't sure which one?
How is this relevant? Why does it matter when she met her? Why do you need this information?
Roughly in between.
Roughly in between.
Yeah. I know it was before Christmas.
Well, you just said that you had never seen her quote unquote boyfriend or whoever she was referring to as that before the Christmas parade. Is that correct?
That was, the Christmas parade was November, right?
He's asking you if you had seen
Not before, but the Christmas parade was November. I'm just asking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so no.
Did you want her to restate her answer? She answered, she confirmed your question.
I wanted to be direct.
Okay, no, I have not.
So you just testified that you can identify who was driving the said vehicle as soon as you saw the video played. If you've never seen the driver before that day, how would you even know who it was?
Because this is so dumb. This is so dumb. Like, remember, like a few minutes ago, she said when they were playing the video, she said, "Look, that is his car," because we live in the present now. We are not at that point in time. Back in November, she didn't know who you were. She didn't know your face. But now, I think it's like a year later, she knows your face. She knows you were in the vehicle. So at this point, she knows whose vehicle it was. So this question is totally nonsense.
I'll object. That is not a clear question. This is just going to confuse the witness.
Yeah.
It's confused me.
Also state it, Mr. Brooks, rephrase the question, please.
How would you know whose car it was if you've never seen this person before that day?
Because I was told that she was going to meet up with Darrell Brooks.
So you were told this directly from Erica.
Yes.
Did at any time she ever tell you what kind of car he had and what kind of car he would be meeting up with her with, quote unquote?
No.
So how can you identify that it was the said person's car if you had no knowledge of what vehicle this said person would be driving, or who the person even was, or what the person even looked like?
Because she saw you come out of the vehicle, dude. This is not the past. He didn't say at that point I knew that was his car. He told you right now, like a few minutes before, that that was his car. Like, I don't see how this is hard.
How would you know?
Because I was told it was Darrell Brooks.
Yeah. And she's confused, and I understand that why she's confused, because the question doesn't make any sense. He's talking about two different time slots. Like she's talking about when the video was played, and she's talking about now at the same time, and that doesn't work.
And so you were told that it was this name, but you were able to identify the vehicle and the person on the first day that you ever saw them.
No.
Objection
Is that-
asked and answered.
Let him finish his question.
Again, as soon as the car came into camera view, you immediately said on the record just a few minutes ago, "Oh, there's his car." Who is his? Who were you referring to?
Darrell Brooks.
And you would be able to know that that was quote unquote Darrell Brooks just by seeing the car come into the view of the camera?
Yeah.
Now I'll object based on an asked and answered question.
Sustained. Mr. Brooks, are you trying to ask her whether at the moment in time she first saw the SUV, did she know who was driving? That would be a relevant question.
Did you know who was driving the SUV that you saw when you saw it?
Yes, because I don't see why Erica would be talking to anybody else and getting yelled at by somebody else.
But did you know at that moment who was driving the car?
Yes.
No. She's confused. Like he purposely asked wrong questions, asked a nonsense question to confuse her. I don't believe that she knows what she's answering right now. We are all confused about that.
And how would you know that? You just said that you had no knowledge of the vehicle that whoever Erica was meeting up with would be driving. So how would you know that?
Objection asked and answered and argumentative.
Yeah. Her answer previously, Mr. Brooks, was she's basing that on what someone told her, not based on what she saw at that point. That's at least how I took it.
So let's back up a little bit. Erica told you that she was meeting up with this Darrell Brooks, correct? That's what you said, right?
Correct.
And did she at any time tell you what vehicle this person would be driving and how the vehicle looked?
She did not.
So the first time you saw the vehicle, did you know who was driving the vehicle?
Yes, when she told me. When she told me.
What he's asking you, though, is did you know based on personal observation,
Oh,
not
no,
based
not
on what
personal
someone
observation.
told you?
There you go.
So let's just make sure the record's clear what your answer is.
It's based on what I was told when I met her up with her.
So it was told.
That's been established. It's been established what was told. So next question.
No, I was going to a different question. I didn't get to it.
All right, well then ask it, please.
I'm trying to. So you were told after the vehicle drove away and you and Erica were alone? Is that when you were told?
Yes.
So it would be fair to say that before you were told this, after the vehicle drove away, you did not know who was driving the vehicle, correct? Would that be fair to say?
Sure.
Oh, I had a suspicion it was Darrell.
You had a suspicion or did you know?
Had a suspicion until I
So
asked
you
her.
didn't know.
Objection. Argumentative.
Yeah, so we've kind of been a little bit circular here. So the objection is sustained. I think we need to be clear, Mr. Brooks, when you ask your questions about what point in time.
You identified the alleged defendant in court. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
And the alleged defendant that you identified was the same person that you saw driving the vehicle that day.
Yes.
The video also shows that, well, let me back up. Matter of fact, let me ask a different question.
All right, all right, this is nonsense. He's gonna continue asking nonsense, but we're gonna see that in the next video. I kind of ran out of time, but thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. We're gonna finish with Cory Runkle, and I think that's gonna be the completion of my Darrell Brooks coverage of this trial. I think that with the next video, I cover the whole trial now. I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna confirm you on that. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Have a great day. Bye bye.